It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show, everybody. Look who is with me today. It's none other than the former host, David Stroud, who's covering for Scooter today.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, David. I'm so happy that Scooter told me you were filling in. Yeah. I was a little concerned that, I'd have to man everything myself. It was a little scary.
Scooter's had to do it. I don't know how he does it. There's no way. I've got to concentrate.
Yes. Well, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's life been treating you?
Very well. Yeah.
Any big plans this summer?
Yes, my pool.
Your pool,
yeah,
yes.
I get in that thing just about every night.
This is perfect weather. The heat and humidity when it's not raining. It's just like. So now, do you have an above ground, or is
yes,
it in ground? Above ground. I'm loving it. Yeah. I'm loving it. If I had a pool, which I don't, but if I did, I would be out there every day.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's wonderful. So it's still a little cool. The water's still a little cool. Usually by the middle of this month, it should warm up and be all right. The rain, of course,
That makes it a little bit cooler.
Rains. Yeah, it likes to cool off the water just when it gets warm.
Let's see. I had a thought that went right out of I'm not awake yet. I'm not a morning person.
Me neither.
But are above ground pools, I don't know anything about them. Are they hard to maintain?
No. Well, see, I had help. I had Scooter set me up. So he told me. So, when you buy one of those, they come with a filter system and a pump system. And he's like, nope, you got to go bigger. So I bought bigger and a sand filter, and I do saltwater pool instead of just chlorinated. Yeah. And so, I mean, the salt isn't like the ocean where it's, you couldn't even open your eyes or you feel like it's all over you when you get out. It's subtle and it's nice. And it's easier to keep clean.
Oh, okay. So you use the salt instead of chlorine?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, are you do you use it in the morning or just primarily in the evening?
Evenings.
When you're, that would be, I think that would be so wonderful to come home to that and be able to get in and just take a quick dip before dinner. And I bet it helps you sleep better. It does when I go to the lake or whatever and I come in, it's like, all relaxed and everything.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to doing a remote in the morning at your house. That would be good. I'm going to have to talk to Scooty about
remote
that.
From the pool.
From the pool.
Good morning.
Good morning from David's pool.
Right. I could do it.
So are you going on vacation or anything?
Already did.
Summer? Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did at the beginning of May, the Dominican Republic.
Nice.
Yeah, we went with Kirsten and her boyfriend where she got engaged.
She did?
Yes, she did.
Did you know ahead of time?
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
Very nice.
It was like a year in the making that we were going. Kirsten asked us, do you guys want to go? And Colin's parents, her fiance's is going. Their friends are going. We invited some of our other family that went. And so, it was the airport when he finally asked me to marry her. So he was so nervous.
Yeah. Do you think she suspected anything? She did?
Yeah.
Well, don't tell him.
No, he knows. Well, the reason why is, sometimes she drives his truck and vice versa. He drives her car. And she came over to see us while he was working a weekend, and he drove the car because he has to drive an hour to work, so save a little money on gas. And she drove the truck over here, and she thought, I'll be nice and wash his truck while he's gone. And so she's going through, the inside of the truck, gets into the console, and finds the receipt to the ring.
Did he know that ahead of time? Did he know that part?
That's a gray area. I never did ask him if he did, but then it's just one of them things that everybody knew because all of the family was going to be there.
Yeah, it's hard to be subtle when you're inviting everybody. The extended family. Let's all go to the Dominican Republic.
Right.
So-
Wink, wink.
So, well, but still, even if she knew or had it, suspected,
Yeah.
what a special memory
It
for
was.
everybody.
Yeah, it was
When are they
great.
planning on? So, congratulations to that happy couple.
Yeah.
When are they?
September of next year.
Oh, okay. So you got
good,
a time.
Yeah, good long engagement and plenty of time to plan.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you're going to need to increase the limit on all your credit cards. I'm just going to.
pretty much. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to hear, though, the journey that you, as from the father's point of view.
Oh yeah. No, I'm, my one job really, besides, helping out with a little bit, is walking her down the aisle, and
Yes.
that's going to be awesome.
That will be awesome. If you've never seen the movie with Steve Martin, Father of the Bride,
I have.
you have.
It's been a while.
Well,
but
you're going to want to get that out and take a look at it.
yeah,
It's a fun movie.
I do need to watch that again.
And the original is very good too, but if you want to really kind of get a modern take on it.
Yeah.
So, well, that's really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a big day in history today. I always have these little tidbits of history
Yeah.
for Scooter. This day in history in 1934, Donald Duck made his first appearance on the screen.
Really?
So it's National Donald Duck Day.
Very cool.
And here's a fun fact. You may, if Scooter were here, I'm sure he would not know this, but you may. Do you know what Donald Duck's middle name is?
I do not.
This is why I'm here, David.
Okay.
This is why I was brought in.
I didn't even know that Donald Duck had a middle name.
Well, stranger things have happened. I just, but this is my purpose on this show, is to educate.
Yeah.
And his middle name is Fauntleroy.
What?
Fauntleroy.
Fauntleroy?
Donald Fauntleroy Duck. Look it up.
That's got to
It's-
be because of somebody.
Well-
so you're going to have to do some more research, because who is this?
Well, have you ever heard
Fauntleroy.
of Little Lord Fauntleroy?
No.
And I'm not sure who Little Lord Fauntleroy is in terms of storybooks, but Fauntleroy is actually Old French. It means, I believe it means Little King.
Okay.
So anyway,
And since Donald Duck is
I
short,
guess so, yes. And but his middle name is Fauntleroy. I don't know where that came from though. But and here's another fun fact. Donald Duck has been on screen more so than any other Disney character, including Mickey Mouse.
I wouldn't
That
have thought that.
surprises me. I know. He's got his own. He's won Academy Awards, and he's got his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So.
does Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse has a star, and I'm sure, I
thank
think
goodness,
Mickey
'cause-
Mouse has won. I think I know, a little competition there. But Mickey Mouse has won an Academy Award too. But Donald Duck has been on screen more so than any other Disney character. That's surprising, isn't
That
it?
is surprising.
So you just never know where this show's taking you. But anyway, happy National Duck Day.
Yeah.
Donald
Hey,
Duck Day.
Donald's cool.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess we should get right into it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we?
Hospice of the Ozarks?
Hospice of the Ozarks, yes. And we appreciate them so much and the work that they do. The area's only not-for-profit hospice since 1979. And they, of course, serve Baxter and Marion counties. You can call them at 870-508-1771. They will be happy to assist you with resources and answer your questions if you or a loved one are experiencing an end-of-life journey or chronic care conditions, or if you want any information on the resources like the Camp Willow, I believe it is, for youth, then give them a call. Again, 870-508-1771. And we appreciate them sponsoring our morning prayer. So let's bow our heads this morning. And Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this beautiful day that you have created for us. And we thank you for opportunities to be together with family and friends, or and we thank you for our jobs, and we thank you for the opportunity just to go and live in this beautiful, free nation that you have given us. And we pray that you will forgive us of our sins and protect us as we go through this day. Help us to put on your full armor today as we go about, and be with our family, our friends, our communities, and with our military and government leaders at every level. And just watch over us and help us above all to bring glory and honor to your name. These things we ask in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so we'll take a quick word. Is that right?
Yeah.
A quick word, and we'll be right back
yeah.
with the weather, so don't go away.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Well, we're back on the morning show this morning, and we have got weather coming up.
Weather?
The weather.
It was froggy out a little bit.
Yes, it was a little bit this morning, and we've just going to have a great day here. The weather brought to us by Bob and Linda Zadora and the Z Team over at Century 21 Lemac Realtors. And listen, you can go to their website, retiredarkansas.net. If you are looking at buying in this area, they are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri, and you can just check out the MLS listings there on their website, or you can give them a call at 870-405-0793 and talk with them about what you're looking to do in the real estate market. If you're looking to buy or sell, if you want property, land, or if you're looking to buy a home, give them a call, and they'll be happy to help you. They have a long list of customer service accolades that you'll want to check out on their website. And do we have their camera this morning?
We have the picture. The other camera is working that moves around.
Yes.
We'll show the still shot first. This
Beautiful.
is what you see off the back of their home.
Yes.
But that camera, I guess, was affected by the frog.
Oh.
But this one
Well, there you have it.
This one still. There we go.
Well, you can still see a little fog out there this morning. You know, when I came in, I didn't notice just a lot of fog, current fog, between my house and here, but it sure was looking like it could rain again.
Didn't it?
It
looked,
did.
When I came up the road here to the TV station, in the distance, it looked so gray.
Yes, it did, but then it kind of dissipated or something. I don't know, but it looks like the sun is shining a little bit there.
Beautiful view of the White
It
River.
it is beautiful. I always feel so sorry for Bob and Linda having that view.
I know, but you know what? Somebody else can have that view too, because their
That's
house is for sale.
It is.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. They're still staying in the neighborhood, but they are selling,
Well-
downsizing. You know, the right home for
Yes.
the right time of your life.
That's right.
And
That's
so,
right.
yeah, it's time for them to get something a little bit smaller, a little bit more manageable.
But they're staying in the area, so that's good.
Oh yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Who would just not love to wake up to this view every day?
Look, there's a fisherman.
There's a
I can't
fisherman.
believe it. It's very rare that you see it. You catch it
know.
at just the right moment, and that shows you the water level. Look, it's low if he's that
It-
far out.
Yes.
That's really cool.
That
we
is really
caught that.
cool. That is cool. Well, whoever that is so lucky to be
Oh,
out
they're
on the river this morning.
Living their best life.
I say this to Scooter all the time, that we should do a remote down on the river.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to, get out and do some remotes, take advantage of this beautiful area we live in. But
Yes.
that is just a beautiful area. So, hey, if you want this view, give Bob and Linda a call, 870-405-0793, or go to their website, retiredarkansas.net, and they'll be happy to set you up with whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, and their home is beautiful.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
And like you said, the right home for the right time in your life.
That's right.
So, all right, well, while we're looking at these beautiful views, let's do some temperatures. Mountain Home is currently at 74 degrees, Harrison 75, Batesville 76, Yaleville 72, Marshall 72, Salem 77, Mountain View 77, Calico Rock 77, West Plains 69, Springfield 68, Poplar Bluff 76, and St. Louis 79.
Wow.
You can kind of see the overcast there, can't you?
That's Scooter Mountain, I dubbed
Yes.
somewhere
Scooter
in Missouri.
Mountain.
I'm not sure where, but
We're not sure where that is, but you can just barely make it out. The fog.
right.
So, shall we go to the radar?
All right, let's check out the radar.
Nothing in their area right now, but looks like Kansas. All that is coming in from Kansas, isn't it? And
Yeah.
but it looks like it's going to miss us maybe today. Unless
Just to
there's-
the north, it looks
Just
like.
to the north. So, no watches or warnings really, other than I know that they were doing,
Yeah, what is that
let me
orange?
see, what is it? It looks like heat advisory maybe?
Yes.
Heat advisory.
Heat advisory for northeast Arkansas
Yes.
down to the central part of the plains
Yes,
of Arkansas.
The plains of Arkansas, as we
so
say.
flat. Call them flatlanders.
Today, though, talking about heat advisory, look at that temperature, 90 degrees for a high today, mostly sunny. The heat index will be as high as 99 degrees, so you do want to stay hydrated if you're working or going outside for any long periods of time. Take some water with you. Tonight is going to be clear, low of around 73 degrees. Wednesday, sunny, high near 89. The heat index as high as 97 degrees tomorrow. Wednesday night, clear, low of 75. Thursday, sunny with a high of 90. Thursday night, showers likely, possibly a thunderstorm or two. 70% chance of precipitation Thursday night. And then Friday, high of 84, chance of thunderstorms during the day, 30% chance. And then Friday night, low of 66, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, otherwise otherwise cloudy. And Saturday, high of 85, chance of thunderstorms, 50% on Saturday.
Goodness.
So we are kind of in that really, really hot showers and thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Really, really hot showers and thunderstorms.
Which used to be April.
Which used to be April, and now here we are getting it in June. And no tree pollen today. Grass pollen is still high, and ragweed is none. North Fork Lake water level 556.16 feet. Level is 4.16 feet above full pool of 552. Bull Shoals is 661.16 feet. Level is 2.16 feet above full pool of 659. There's no update on the dam report today. And so that's the weather brought to us by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. So, all right, well, now we're going to take a full break, and we'll be back with community events. If this nap, there's another nap. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home. Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're
Welcome back to the morning show. I was just complimenting David that he's much better in that seat than Scooty. And
She's kidding,
so
Scooter.
I am kidding. I like David. I like David, though. He gets me.
Yes.
Scooter's always telling me that I'm a lot like you.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's so nice to have you here today in Scooter's absence. Otherwise, I'm not sure what we'd be doing.
You'd be over here pushing
I'd be over there,
buttons.
and
Be like-
trust me when I say that it would not have been good. It would not have been good. But I told Scooter that, with you and me partnering up, we can only hope that the show doesn't get yanked off the air before Thursday, right?
That's true.
So, all right. Well, now it's time for community events brought to us by Ozarks Farm and Lawn. Go ahead. Do you do it? Like
Ozarks
Scooter
Farm
does?
and Lawn?
Yeah,
The dealership that deals.
I was waiting. Don't leave me hanging. That's always Scooter's favorite
Anticipate.
part.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, Ozarks Farm and Lawn over at 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home. Go check out their inventory.
Yeah.
Have you been over there?
Sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands. You can't miss them.
It's a sea of orange over there. Yes, and they have new equipment, construction equipment, agricultural equipment, a lawn and yard equipment, side-by-sides, just everything you can imagine. You can also go to their website, ozarksfarmandlawn.com. And, but yeah, check them out. They've got an excellent service department, according
Parts
to Scooter,
department,
parts
yep.
department. And they are your go-to people. If you're not sure what you need, if you just go in there and talk to them, they will help you figure it out.
That's right. That's what they're there for.
Yes, and they've got great staff over there, wonderful, huge inventory. You can test drive stuff around back, is what Scooter says. I've never tried. Have you ever been over there to test drive
No,
anything?
I haven't.
I don't do farm equipment.
Me
I
neither.
don't do farming, but
I don't even do my own lawn.
I know, me either. I mean, I have to be. It's confessional time here on the morning show, but yeah, but they will help you with whatever you need, your questions, and they're a great resource. So go check them out. You can give them a call at 870-425-3434, or go to the website ozarksfarmandlawn.com. Check out their inventory, or go visit them in person. And we appreciate them so much here on the morning show. So today, from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., we have the Ryan Mallett Football Camp over at Bomber Stadium. And registration for that is at 8:15 this morning over at Bomber Stadium. If you have students going into grades kindergarten through 8th grade, this camp is for them. It's all free. So they just need to take their cleats, their water, and athletic wear. So again, that happens today over at Balmer Stadium. Make sure and take your water because it's going to be hot outside.
Definitely.
Hot. All right, Twin Lakes Playhouse is selling tickets for their upcoming production of Hallelujah Girls. It's a Southern comedy opening this Friday. Shows on Friday and Saturday nights at 7 p.m., Sundays at 2. And this is a funny show. Tickets are $15. You can call 870-424-0444 and reserve your tickets, or you can go to twinlakesplayhouse.org and purchase your tickets online. And that's going to be a fun place, so check that out. And then the Call is hosting Fishing for Fathers on June 20th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. over at the Fred Berry Crooked Creek Nature Center. And this is this event is for men who are interested in either fostering or supporting foster care. If you want to learn more about foster care and adoption, check out this event for you. Fishing, Food, and Fellowship. So check that out. 10 to 12 on June 20th. And you can contact the Call. I don't have a phone number on here, but if you need more information, you can give the Call a call. And then, that's a tongue twister, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And then coming up on Saturday, July 4th, over in Yellville on their town square, beginning at 6 p.m., they are having a huge 4th of July celebration, music, events, and fun. Coming up July 4th at 6 p.m. in Yellville on the town square. More information on that will be coming up soon. And then I guess we can't forget Red, White, and Blue.
No.
Festival coming up. Is that the 27th of June, I believe.
Excellent.
And so check that out. That's always a big time over there, culminating in the huge fireworks display.
And it's our 250th.
Yeah, so it's going to be big, a big show, big time over there. So mark your calendars for Red, White, and Blue Festival here in Mountain Home over at ASU Mountain Home. And that is all we've got today for community events. So
Excellent. Yeah.
so we're going to take
Today's a special.
yes.
Yeah, we got a couple of more minutes, and then we're going to play a video.
Yeah.
Our friends at Mountain Home Parks and Recreation, LC Salmon Dew Center, are real busied up with the new community center, and
Yes.
so they couldn't make it this morning. They've got lots to do, and we understand completely.
Yes, absolutely.
That place, I'm seeing pictures. And
It's hopping over
yeah,
there.
I see people loving it.
It's hopping.
I knew they would.
So we're going to show a video in lieu of having a live guest today. So I'm just going to sign off now before we go to break and say, everyone have a great day. Stay tuned for the video, but thank you, David, for
Yeah.
joining me today.
We'll sign off in one more minute.
Yes, one more.
We got to get the timing just
Yes,
right.
one more minute. And appreciate you giving your time
Oh, yeah.
this early morning because
Oh,
you still have a full day of work
Yeah.
before you go enjoy that
That'd
pool.
be good. You know, getting up early is so much fun.
So
To be on the show with you?
well, thank you. I was going to say
Yeah.
he's lying about that part about getting up early. On getting up early, that's
We
to
were
me,
talking
that's-
about the snooze button before we started the show. You know,
We love the snooze button.
yeah,
Oh, I do.
Makes you feel even more groggy.
Yes.
when you
yes.
hit it
When
seven
you-
times.
seven times. Do you set your alarm earlier so
Yeah,
you can hit the
5,
snooze?
so I can hit it by 5:30.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm that way too. Like I'll set it and plan to hit it a couple of times anyway.
Pretty
So,
much. Yep. All right. Here we go.
all right. Everybody have a
In
great day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Sleep Mart.
Welcome back to the morning show. I've got Leslie Twiner from Arkansas Game and Fish Commission here with me this morning, and she and I were just bonding that neither one of us are morning people, so we are here this morning on the morning show. So way to make it happen, Leslie. Welcome aboard the morning show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. So you're going to talk with us this morning about the Stream Habitat Program, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And talk a little bit, first of all, about your role over at Arkansas Game and Fish.
Yeah, so my official title is the Northeast Arkansas Stream Habitat Coordinator.
Okay.
So I work for our Stream Habitat Program, like you said. So most of my work is in the northeast portion of the state. So I mainly work on the Spring, Strawberry, and 11 Point rivers.
Okay.
So basically kind of a quick overview of our program. Our kind of main goal is we work with private landowners for things like stream bank stabilization and barrier removal. So really anytime a landowner has an issue with a stream or a river on their property, they can call us and we can kind of give them advice on how to address that issue. We can help them give permits. We can kind of write up a plan for them and give them recommendations. So really our goal is to kind of partner with landowners to find a way where they can get the best use out of their land while also kind of preserving that resource.
Oh, okay. So this would be for landowners who actually have streams that run through their property then?
Yes, ma'am. Our people whose kind of backyards are up against a stream. So our trout habitat coordinator, who works kind of more locally in this area, works with a lot of people who have backyards, say on the White River. She also works on the Little Red, but who may have erosion issues kind of happening because of that proximity.
So what, in your role, what are some of the main issues that you see?
So I would say the two biggest issues we deal with are erosion, so land loss is a really, really big one. So we see these kind of vertical 90-foot cut banks. So, generally when you look at a stream, ideally what you want to see is kind of a really sloping bank with a lot of vegetation. What happens a lot, especially on agricultural land, where they're using that field or they may be mowing right up to a stream bank, again, you see these kind of really, really tall 90-foot banks with this really jagged edge. And that's a problem for a lot of reasons, but two big reasons. Number one, It makes landowners more susceptible to flooding.
Okay.
So you're going to have a lot more flooding issues with that. You're also going to lose land at a lot higher rate. So anytime that big flood comes, your stream bank's not protected, so it's going to be taking more of that land. So we see a lot of landowners with hayfields who are losing large amounts of land every year because of that problem. And then also it's going to be dumping a lot of sediment in the river. So
Okay.
sediment is actually the #1 source of pollution in our waterways in
Really?
Arkansas. Yes, ma'am. So that's the biggest source of what we call point source pollution that we see within the state. So we lose a lot of good water quality, and too much sediment in a waterway can cause a lot of issues for water quality, for the critters in there, for things like trout, smallmouth bass, all the things we really like to fish for. They need clear water, right? And so when you get a lot of sediment, you get that really muddy, what we call turbid water.
Right.
So that can cause a lot of problems for the resource. So my role is to kind of, again, work with landowners to find solutions that can kind of help improve water quality while also preventing that land loss and preventing a lot of those issues that is caused to landowners.
I see. And do you actually go out and do an on-site assessment?
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, all right. And tell me again the rivers that you yourself work with.
Yeah, so my main rivers are the Spring River, so the non-trout portion, so the warm water side of the Spring River, the 11-Point River, and the Strawberry River. We have we're working on a big grant for the 11-Point River, so that's been where most of my focus has been recently. But
Now, where is that? I'm not familiar with
that is in northeast Arkansas, around the Pocahontas kind of area, so a little bit west of Jonesboro.
Okay.
Kind of between here and Jonesboro.
All right. And so, and what kind of grant, what's your work with the grant?
So we're currently working with the with NRCS, so the Natural Resource Conservation Service. So they kind of, on the federal side, also do a lot of work with private landowners, specifically farmers. So we are working with them to try to get a grant to do some stream bank stabilization work in the 11-Point River. So that would be specifically focused on an endangered species called the Ozark hellbender.
Okay.
So that is North America's largest salamander. So they're very, very large salamanders. They're pretty cool, but they are critically endangered in this area. And the 11-Point River has the last remaining population.
Really?
In Arkansas.
In Arkansas?
So there is a population, well, actually, the 11-Point River has the last remaining population in the world. Some of them are in Missouri, in the Mark Twain National Forest. They have a healthy population there. So our goal is to kind of make the Arkansas portion of the 11-Point River look a little bit more like that national forest land and create some good habitat so we can actually do some potential reintroductions for that species.
Excellent. Well, who knew about that? And what's the name of the salamander?
It's called the Ozark hellbender.
The Ozark hellbender. That, who knew that was a salamander? But that's pretty cool, though. So, like in this area, would you say that the streams in this area mirror the streams that you're working with in terms of the biggest issues that landowners face here in this area?
It's similar. It is a little different in terms of, so I would say the land use here is there's a lot more issues with increased development, and I think a lot more of the concerns in this area are going to be smaller landowners with things like erosion in their backyard, right? So people who buy riverfront property because, if you're moving here, you want to live on the river, right? You want to be able to see the river from your backyard, and that's great, but that can, if not, if you don't have a good, what we call a riparian buffer, which just means trees and shrubs and grasses near the bank, a lot of, that's a lot more like smaller landowners with things like concerns like their house being unstable, right? Or them losing backyard, Where I work in the 11 point, it's a lot more farmers and kind of agricultural. So I work with, in my area, a lot of cattle farmers, which is not quite as common around Mountain Home.
Right.
But in my area, yeah, we work with a lot of cattle farmers who have, really large portions of river. So, some of the landowners that I'm currently working with own like a mile of riverfront property on the 11 point that they use for hay fields and cattle fields. And obviously when you have large amounts of cattle grazing, there's some different considerations, right? And what I'm going to recommend to someone who has large amounts of cattle versus someone who's just kind of trying to protect their backyard.
What are some of the differences with cattle, with like cattle or hay versus someone just trying to protect like a backyard area or their house?
I would say the biggest difference is just working with, obviously these landowners are really concerned about having good watering sources for their cattle. Ideally, we would like that water source to not be the river itself, if at all possible.
Right.
So a lot of what I do is, for example, one thing we'll do is build ponds. We can also build fountains and different alternative watering sources for cattle. We also work fencing to build fencing around, and especially something that's similar in the 11 point and really all around Arkansas is we have what we call very flashy systems, which just means that water will come up really, really quickly and then go down really, really quickly, as compared to when you think of like a nice Rocky Mountain stream or river, right? Because we get, like today, a lot of big rainstorms that come in that are really seasonal. So one of the biggest concerns I have with landowners is, they put up fencing and then that fencing gets flooded. So things like electronic fences are something that a lot of landowners in Northeast Arkansas are really going towards, because while those can still get flooded, that's, you put up one stake and you put it in the ground versus miles and miles of barbed wire fencing.
Yes.
Another new technology that NRCS and us are looking into is actually they make collars for cattle, similar to like shock collars for dogs.
Right.
So that's something that some landowners are now utilizing because you don't have to have a fence at all.
Interesting.
So those collars individually are kind of expensive. So if you have a landowner with a large amount of cattle, that can be problematic. But for smaller landowners, that's something that we found a lot of success with. So it's kind of, the problem is the same, right? It's sediment in the river.
Right.
It's just, there's a lot more to consider when you have someone who's actively grazing cattle than you do with someone who's just trying to protect their backyard. There's just a couple extra considerations, I guess.
Interesting. Well, I think we can go ahead and take a break now, can we? Go ahead and take a break. We'll take a break, and then we'll be right back and talk with Leslie a little bit more, so don't go away.
Is introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels, from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Our community, relationships matter. A handshake still means something, and neighbors look out for one another. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're more than a bank. We're your biggest supporters, because every dream, every first step, and every big moment deserves someone who's right there with you. Farmers and Merchants Bank, rooted in Arkansas, growing communities. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today, where comfort meets savings.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm visiting with Leslie from Arkansas Game and Fish, and we are talking about stream habitat and something we were talking about when we were on break, that I just learned that there's different kinds of barriers, right? And some things that are more recommended or conducive to being a barrier to erosion. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, we were kind of talking about some of the things that we'll recommend to landowners, right? If we get a landowner that is having a lot of erosion on their property or has that cut bank, it's going to be kind of personalized to every landowner, but the biggest thing that we recommend, and to me the most important part of what I do, is implementing what we call riparian buffers. And that's just a big word for trees, shrubs, and grasses near a stream bank. That's really going to give you the most bang for your buck in terms of protecting your bank. So generally what we do is kind of twofold. So first we'll put what's called a rock vein, which is almost like a small weir, but it's at a 30-degree angle. It's a rock structure at a 30-degree angle into the stream. Okay. And what that will do is actually redirect flow away from a bank. So that's gonna protect that bank from getting hit really, really hard during a flood. So it basically is just a structure in the actual stream that, again, will just put that flow back out into the center of the channel instead of that flow hitting that bank and taking land. So that's kind of our first line of defense, especially if you have property that's on a bend or something like that just gets really hit hard during floods. And one of the really great things about a rock vein versus something like what we call armoring, which is just putting rocks all down a bank and just kind of armoring and putting large rock directly on the bank, is twofold. One, a rock vein is going to create fish habitat. So we've had plenty of landowners tell us that they actually really like to fish off their veins because things like bass, walleye, trout, they really, really like that structure. So it's going to create good habitat for fish in the stream. And then it also allows us to actually plant that bank. So it's, number one, preventing the water from hitting the bank in the first place. And then number two, we can plant that riparian buffer. And those trees are really, really important for a lot of reasons. One, it's gonna create those really deep root structures. So when you think of like a big tree, if you've ever seen a big tree overtopped, and you see all those roots that come up with it, all those roots are growing into the ground and they're keeping that land with it. So those root structures, instead of just having that kind of protection right on the top with large rock, those root structures are actually going really, really deep into the ground. So you have a lot more stabilization from those deep root structures than you're going to have from just rock alone. They also act as buffers to pollution. So they play a really, really important role in keeping our waterways clean. Because when you have rainwater, right, that rainwater is going to get soaked up by a lot of those roots before it actually goes into the river. So instead of it just falling straight into the river, and those roots are going to absorb a lot of things like nitrogen, phosphorus, a lot of those pollutants that cause a lot of problems in our waterways are actually going to get soaked up by those trees and by those grasses. So you're getting a lot less pollution in the river, and you're getting a bank that is a lot long-term more stable than you would have, and it's a lot more resilient to flooding. And again, it's going to absorb a lot more water too, so you're going to have a lot less flooding on your property. So especially if you are a homeowner, who's worried about the water coming up and getting to your house, a lot of vegetation is going to slow that water down and absorb a lot of it and make it a lot less likely that your house is going to get flooded in these big storms. Interesting.
So the rock vein, and this may be a silly question, but the rock vein that you put actually in the river, when the river does flood, does that not get washed away, or is it just positioned to where it's redirecting and not going to get washed away with the flood waters?
No, that's a great question. So we key it in, is what we call it. So we will put it kind of into the actual bottom of the stream. So it's fairly deep into the river, and then we will also key it in about, usually it depends on the size of the vein, but about 20 feet into the actual bank. So the combination of those two things keep it really, really stable. So we found even, we had, I think it was last year that we had a lot of really big flooding, especially around the spring and stuff. We found that our structures held really, really well, even in these 100-year floods.
Really? That's great. And just to reiterate or to clarify, if somebody's looking at doing something to their bank and they're, it's better to call you guys out to come and do an assessment and give a plan or help come up with a plan. Do you help actually do the work then?
It kind of depends. We do have, our trout habitat program, which is a little bit more local to actual mountain homes. So that's my colleague, Megan Brandt, which also, if you want to get in touch with us, you can Google Stream Habitat Program. Arkansas Game and Fish, and our website will come up, and all of our contact information for each coordinator. So there are 5 of us throughout the state. Will be on our website, but they do have programs where they will donate rock. And we have supervised projects before. We will not generally do the work ourselves. So whoever the landowner wants to hire contractor-wise, we can kind of make recommendations of contractors we worked for in the past, but ultimately the contractor would be totally up to the landowner. So you would come out and do an assessment, and the assessment, is that free, or do they? Yes, ma'am.
So that's a free assessment, and then whatever plan or recommendations, they would hire the work to be done, but you might help supervise.
Yes, ma'am. So if the landowner was interested in us kind of coming out and help supervising, make sure everything's done right, we can do that. We can also, we can help with the permitting process. We also will donate trees. So we will come out and plant trees for you at the end of your project. And like I said, our trout habitat program has a little bit more funding, so they will actually donate about 20 tons of rock per project that they will come haul for you.
So that's all great information. So if you're a landowner and you are concerned and you have rivers coming through your property, or you have some concerns about erosion or anything like that, go on. It's Arkansas Fish and Game, and then
it's the Stream Habitat
Program, and give them a call, and they'll be happy to help you in that process.
Yep, absolutely.
So, and but I find the thing I was saying that I learned is that putting rock up against the bank is not. I would have thought that would have been really a good thing, but it's really better to have the plants and the vegetation for the root systems, which I had not thought about.
Yep, yeah. So we really, again, I think there's anything that I would say is like the most important part of my job. It's that riparian buffer. It's getting those trees near that stream bank. That's not to say that, putting rock can't give some protection. Obviously it's a very common practice that a lot of people use, but it's definitely not what we recommend. In our program, we will not donate rock to a project, and we will not work with a landowner unless they are willing to kind of plant that buffer. So
well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So, but rather than do it yourself and maybe make things worse, it's better to give you guys a call and let you come. And it's a free assessment, so you can't beat that.
Yep, and obviously everything we do is totally voluntary. If we come out and we do an assessment, we write you up a plan, and you decide that's absolutely not what you want to do,
right?
That's totally fine. It's all completely voluntary, and it's all, like you said, free of charge. But our goal is just to kind of help protect people's land and also help protect the resource. I think people generally really want to do right by the rivers. Sometimes they just don't have the information available.
Right. Absolutely. And I want to touch on something you said earlier. You said, do you actually help build ponds for people? That
we have in the past, yeah.
Really?
So it kind of so if we end up getting this grant in the 11 Point River, for example, that part of that funding could potentially go to things like building ponds and alternative watering sources. We've built ponds. We had a big project. We had about a $4 million America the Beautiful grant out in the Kings River, out in northwest Arkansas. So on War Eagle Creek, so we did a couple of dam removals and also some low water crossing removals. So that project, part of that project was building a couple ponds for cattle. So it's kind of dependent on whether or not we have funding, if we can pay for it. But if building a pond is something you're interested in doing, that's definitely something we can help with.
You can help with resources of some sort, maybe,
Yes,
in terms of getting that done. And you said ideally, and I didn't think about this, but some people try to use the river as the water source for their cattle, and I can see where that could be problematic, maybe in the long term.
Yeah, so it's kind of causes two problems. One, it's going to contribute to erosion just because that cattle walking down the bank consistently.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then also, obviously, if you have cattle defecating in a river, that's going to kind of contribute to pollution issues. Also, them kind of stomping in the riverbank is gonna stir up sediment and can be a big disturbance to fish and aquatic communities. So, we understand that it can be difficult. You got to water your cattle, right? At some point. And if the river is your resource, I definitely understand why people use it. But if we can kind of give people the tools to do something that has a little bit less impact on the resource, that's something we really like to look at.
Right. Excellent. We have just about a couple of minutes left. So I want to know about you in terms of your career with Arkansas Game and Fish. How long have you been with them?
Been there for about a year now.
Are you from Arkansas originally? Or?
I'm originally from Baton Rouge. So I went to LSU for undergrad, and then
well, we can't talk about that. I'm sorry I even brought it up, but
my boss likes to make fun of me for it, but
yeah, I'm sorry. I thought we were bonding there for a minute, but not so much now.
But yeah, I did that. I did seasonal work, so kind of traveled all around the country, mostly kind of Rocky Mountain West. Did fisheries work around there, and then eventually just finished my master's last year at Clemson University. So I did some research on fish passage through culverts and road stream crossings.
Nice.
So that kind of got me into the habitat world. And we also, part of my job here is crossing removals. So yeah, I was looking for a permanent job at an agency, and this popped up, and
here you are.
And here I am in Mountain Home. So
and so I have to ask this, since you're living in Arkansas now, do you still root for LSU, or have we brought you over to the to the right side of things with the
You know,
Razorbacks?
being born and raised in Baton Rouge, I always root for LSU, but if LSU's not in the running, then Arkansas is my number 2.
Okay,
So.
see, I'm a little bit that way too with my Oklahoma teams and the Razorbacks. So, see, you can have more than one.
Yeah.
You can have more than one favorite
I
team.
was about to say LSU's doing pretty bad in baseball right now, so I'm rooting for the Razorbacks.
Yes, woo pig, woo pig.
Yep.
And I'm sure if you're like me, it's a little bit problematic when LSU and the Razorbacks are playing each other. That's a little problematic, but that's a story for another day, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, is there a better time of year or a busier time of year for you in your role?
I would say so. We don't do any projects during high water.
Okay.
So I would say our busiest time of year, we also do tree plantings. We try to do tree plantings in December and January. So that tends to be really, really busy. And then, the fall is when we'll generally be doing a lot of projects, and when the water's low and we can kind of evaluate stuff more. So during the summer is a little bit more of my slow season, and that's when I get to go help out other people with field work, which I like, and go do some fish sampling. And I'm on the dive team here, so we get to dive and look at critters. So
Cool.
the summer I get to be a little more flexible. But in terms of doing site visits and stuff, call us any time of year. We can come out and start working on stuff for you. But for projects and for tree planting, that's fall and winter.
All right. Well, Leslie, it's been a pleasure visiting with you. Thanks for being here this morning. And thanks all of you for joining us today. And get out there and have a great day in the Ozarks and try to stay dry, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Thank you.